Research for student groups bacteria, question number 7. What is Bacillus thuringiensis? How is it related to other species of bacteria? Talk about the microbiology of this bacterium. Do the same for Streptomyces hygrophobicus. The picture has different shapes of many bacteria. We're looking at bacilli and Streptomyces.
Bacillus thuringiensis is a soil-dwelling bacteria, and it's also rod-shaped, and it's commonly used as a biological alternative to pesticides. The crytoxin in this certain bacteria can be extracted and used as a pesticide.
It was first discovered in 1902 by the Japanese biologist It was rediscovered in 1911 in Germany by Ernest Berliner. It occurs naturally in the guts of caterpillars, butterflies, and moths, and the dark surface of plants.
Several strains of this bacteria can infect and kill insects, and it's the only microbial insecticide used widespread. And it wasn't commercially available until the 1950s. It's very safe for the environment.
It's unlike typical nerve poison insecticides. It acts by producing proteins, delta endotoxin, toxic crystal. It is a protoxin, which means that the molecule must be processed to some other form before the toxic activity is present. It reacts with the cells of the gut, lining the insects on the plant. It paralyzes the digestive system, and insects die of starvation, and that usually takes days.
Inside the bacteria, the protoxin molecules collect together and form the crystal shape. Crystals are visible as two periods under a light microscope.
Endospores. Endospores allow the organism to survive in inhospitable conditions in a dormant state. The protoxin crystal is very strong and does not dissolve easily. But in the gut of insects, where the pH is basic, they dissolve into the solution. When this happens, the insect enzyme splits the molecule, and the delta endotoxin confers the lethal effect to the insect. The arrows are pointing to green spores inside the bacterial cells.
As we said before, this bacillus bacterium affects the digestive system of the insect that it infects. The delta endotoxin binds to the epithelial cells lining the gut wall of the insect. This creates holes in the cells that destroys the function of the gut, creating massive cell death. Also, the pH is modified to a more neutral level that is hospitable for the bacteria to grow. Larva is unable to eat, thus the insect is killed.
The relationship with other bacteria species includes unifying characteristics such as being gram-positive, forming endospores, and it grows in the presence of oxygen. Its trivial name is aerobic spore formers. The ubiquity and diversity of these bacteria in nature, unusual resistance of their endospores to chemical and physical agents, production of antibiotics, and other characteristics have attracted interest in these bacteria.
The genus Bacillus remained intact until it was split into several families and genera of endospore-forming bacteria. The ssRNA analysis was used.
Streptomyces hygrophobicus is aerobic, rod-shaped, shows many characteristics of fungi. It usually grows as chains of cells and form a network of filaments in soil and decaying vegetation. Its spores give off an earthy odor, scent of dirt.
This is the picture of the bacteria. Some streptomyces produce antibiotics such as streptomycin. This bacteria produces an antibiotic called milbemycin, and is used as an insecticide and to control certain parasitic infections in animals.
This is a biofilm-forming bacteria. Biofilm-forming bacteria are accumulations of bacteria in aqueous environments. They form when bacteria secrete slimy materials that help itself attach to moist surfaces. Biofilm microorganisms carry out a variety of detrimental or beneficial reactions under certain environmental conditions.
Its relationship with other bacteria species. Now, there are over 500 species of Streptomyces bacteria. The gram-positive genome, their genomes have a high GC content, found mostly in soil and decaying vegetation. Most of them produce spores, and they are characterized by a complex secondary metabolism. They produce over 2/3 of the clinically useful antibiotics, and they're very important decomposers. This is a picture of the bacteria.